Downpours and a few strong storms developing. No severe thunderstorm warnings, no flash flood warnings right now, but these storms are certainly going to be disruptive to your afternoon and potentially early evening plans. And some of this heavy rain trying to creep into parts of the Houston area. So let me tell you exactly what's going on. So far for the early afternoon, we've basically had these heavy downpours and strong storms developing closer to the coast, but we're now starting to get more of that action pushing closer to the Houston area. But I want to start off close to the coast where we do have a special weather statement in place for this cluster of storms. This is going to be close to Winnie, west of Seabreeze and north of High Island. This cell is not considered severe, but it could have some marble to penny-sized hail. It's got quite a bit of lightning in it. You can see those dark red colors indicating some very heavy rainfall, and this continues to show the potential for maybe some 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So this is going to be over into Chambers County, where we do have this special weather statement in place for this strong storm until 3:15 p.m. So what can you expect? Very heavy rain, maybe 1 to 2 inches of rain in a short period of time, in as little as an hour. So there could be a higher risk for some flooding here, and also that dangerous lightning. So if you did have some pool time planned for this afternoon, you definitely want to hold off on that. Also tracking another cluster of strong storms. This is going to be south of Bonnie and also over towards the Holiday Lakes area. So this is some very heavy rain. Once again, no severe thunderstorm warning or flash flood warning or flood advisory with this, but heavy rain and some decent lightning with this. And there could be some gusts of wind near 40 miles per hour. So if you are in this area and you have to get out in this, you certainly want to slow down because visibility will be reduced. So make sure that you are extra careful out in these heavy downpours that are popping up. And also, more importantly, watch out for any ponding of water on the roads, any street flooding that could be developing. Also, we've got another heavy downpour. This one's going to be right over Gulf Hill. This is south of Bay City. Not a lot of lightning with this one right now, but it is dumping some pretty heavy rainfall that could impact your afternoon plans and slow you down, so make sure you are prepared for that. I want to jump north, and this is into the Houston area, getting close to downtown, right around Bel Air and Brookhaven, not far from the Fox 26 studios. We've got a few heavy downpours. You can kind of see the dark red colors developing right here. Once again, this is Alameda Plaza, Brookhaven, Bel Air, and this is going to be just south of downtown Houston. So some heavy rain trying to pop up there. Nothing severe yet, but of course the clouds are getting darker and you'll likely start to see that rain shaft if you are in that area moving ahead in that region. We are going to have the potential for more of these heavy downpours developing as well. We've got some more heavy rain up to the north and east of the area I just showed you. This will be north and east of downtown, north and east of Beaumont Place. So let me hop up to this area and show you what we have going on here. Right over around the Eastgate area, some heavy downpours developing there, and this is going to be near Atascocita, and we've got lightning popping up in those spots as well. So once again, we're talking about the potential for more of these heavy downpours developing basically between now and 7 p.m. I think over the next 4 hours, that will be the biggest risk for this heavy rain. And similar to yesterday, a few of these thunderstorms could produce 2, possibly 3 inches of rain in just an hour or two, and that could lead to the threat for some flooding. So I want to go inside of these storms and show you what our Fox Red radar is indicating as far as that heavy rainfall, what we've had over the last couple of hours. We're showing over the last 3 hours, not a ton of rain showing up here. This is going to be near the Huffman area. Around 1/4 of an inch being estimated to have fallen. But as we go south, closer to the coast, where we've had this heavy rain a little bit longer, we have close to 2 inches of rain showing up. This is going to be near the Bolivar Peninsula, north of the Bolivar Peninsula, and close to 2.5 to 3 inches of rain in that same spot off to the north and east of Galveston. We also had some very heavy rain as well back close to Texas City, Santa Fe, west of League City, west of Dickinson, and our radar estimating almost 1 inch of rain that has fallen near the Alvin area and right around Santa Fe. Close to 2 inches of rain that has fallen just over the last few hours. So that threat for flooding will still be with us as we go through the rest of the day into the early evening. We're talking about at least a small chance, a marginal risk for that street flooding. We call this our excessive rainfall outlook. This is basically an outlook that tells us where we have the highest threat for some flooding. And we do have southern parts of Houston included in this for the rest of today. Baytown, League City, Santa Fe, Galveston, Angleton, Lake Jackson, and Freeport all included in this flash flood risk, this risk for that heavy rain that could lead to more street flooding that could cause some problems for you as you try to go out and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. So certainly watch out for some flooding out there. We're not expecting widespread flooding, but some isolated flooded spots are definitely not out of the question as we go through this evening. I think as we get closer to sunset, most of this will start to fade. Your severe weather outlook for today. This is, of course, our Storm Prediction Center convective weather outlook, which will tell us if we have a higher risk for severe storms. We're talking about 60, 70 mile per hour wind, large hail, and a tornado threat. Well, we are not in the severe weather outlook, that low marginal threat back to the west, El Paso, Albuquerque, but we are in the general thunderstorm area. So we are outlook for that threat for what we're getting right now, those strong storms that kind of bubble up during the heating of the day. And then as we get closer to nighttime, they kind of fall apart. Live view of our Fox Cam. This is showing the Houston area, and you can see those dark clouds out there. You can see some of those storm clouds. It looks like some heavy rain off in the distance coming down there. So we are starting to get some of those heavier downpours, heavier showers pushing across the Houston area. So certainly be careful out there. You know, for rush hour, trying to get home, it's already going to be a pretty slow ride. But of course, when you have heavy rain coming down, that visibility is going to be poor. It's going to be hard to see, and you're going to have to slow things down and also watch out for any of those roads that could potentially be flooded. What are we talking about for the rest of the week? Some of you may already be thinking about your weekend plans. It looks like gradually we will kind of shift out of this stormy, heavy rain weather pattern. We're going to have those storm and rain chances going down as we get closer to the weekend. So by the weekend, we're turning up the heat, but the rain chances and the threat for all of this heavy rain will start to go down. And even for this afternoon and this evening, I think the best chance for that heavy rain will be right along Interstate 10 and area south. So basically between Houston and the coast, Houston, League City, Pearland, Galveston, Angleton, Lake Jackson, you'll have some of the higher threats for some of these strong storms that could dump some heavy rainfall. So we are monitoring things closely. It looks as though we are going to have the potential for these showers and storms popping up and potentially impacting that evening drive. The best chance will be between now and 7 p.m. I'm not looking for a widespread severe risk, but we could have 1 or 2 flood advisories, and there could also be a few of these stronger thunderstorms that could have some wind, maybe around 40 to 50 miles per hour. So certainly keep it here. Of course, you can check us out on television at 5 p.m. rather, 5 to 6:30 p.m. and also from 9 to 10:30 p.m. If we see anything getting strong, we'll try to get back on here around 4 o'clock and give you another update. But for now, the good news, no severe thunderstorm warnings, no tornado warnings, and no flash flood warnings. And at this point, no flood advisories, but there will be the higher potential for some flood advisories coming out, especially down closer to the coast over towards Chambers County, where we do have quite a bit of rainfall developing and some heavy rain as well developing over towards the city of Liberty. All right, so that's all I have for you right now. Stay safe out there. Of course, if you encounter any flooded streets, turn around, find an alternate route, and make sure to stay safe and have a great evening. Once again, I'm Fox 26 meteorologist Remeisha Shade.